Yo! Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is Monday, I think. Yes, it is. Monday, the 12th of April. April is getting ran through very quickly. Goodness, it is. We're almost in mid-April. I have an 18-year-old nephew. We're almost in mid-April. DMX passed away, and a cop in Minneapolis kills another black man. Sounds like another Monday. Before I start the show, I want to say where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on. This is Cruising Podcast. Where you can find it is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, anywhere you can find podcast needs is where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates of the Cruising Podcast is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast. Also on Twitter at Nightstown Finest. And also, if you want to see gameplay of your boy shooting up some things or balling up some people or tackling the hell out of someone, you can find me on Twitch at Nightstown_Finest27. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Once again, this past weekend, I spent some time with some family members, actually a lot of family members, and celebrated my nephew's 18th birthday. Let me tell you something. I just want to put this out there, and this is actually going to kind of bleed into DMX's passing, but if you get a chance and you work a 9 to 5 or whatever 10-hour, 12-hour, 13-hour, 16-hour, 18, how many hour shift you work, make sure you take your days off that you feel like you need. I didn't even know I needed a day off. And actually, I took 2 days off, had a nice little weekend for myself because ain't nothing keeping me away from family events anymore. I can care fucking less. I feel fucking old now though. I officially became old. I just don't understand it. Is he's 18? I got another one that's right behind him, about to turn 18. I'm about to have two 18-year-old nephews soon, and this is I'm getting too old for this shit. Okay, but happy birthday, CJ. Man, it's been a long road, and it's going to be even longer. It's going to be great, though. Big things to come. That kid has right head on his shoulders, right parents, right support system around him. That's what a lot of these kids need. It's just the right support system around them, and the fucking possibilities are endless. That's what needs to be said and heard. Possibilities are endless if you just support and be that voice and also be that hand. Sometimes you just gotta be that hand. Just letting that's just the way shit goes. But also throughout this weekend, we lost DMX. 50 years old. I'm not going. I'm thinking it's allegedly. Allegedly, I don't know. I just want to make sure. I heard overdose and heart attack all at the same time, which they are two things that normally coincide with a death like this. And he was 50 years old. Let me tell you something. I grew up on DMX. I grew up listening to DMX. I grew up on some of the shenanigans he went through, but his music will live forever in so many people's minds. First of all, Is Dark by Hell Is Hot is the first actual CD I ever listened to in my life. Like when CDs first came out, like when CDs became a thing, that was the first CD I ever saw in flesh and actually listened to. And it had to be one of the greatest debut albums of all time. And it's Dark by Hell Is Hot. And then he just comes with more fire, flesh of my blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh. Fucking then there was X, the Great Depression, which people are sleeping on. Da-da, 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 the bush, the people, yo. He can bring so much energy to each song. And then also come back at you with I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up, man. Like he hit you with different melodies. Tisha, Lakeisha, Isha, Anya. like he can hit you with so many different things with his music. And that's what separated DMX from other late 90s, early 2000 artists was that his music can transcend in so many different ways to different cultures. Like there was white people that would come up to me, like people that you wouldn't even think would listen to rap music, like, yo, DMX is my favorite rapper. Like I got all his albums. What? But you from Chesapeake, Virginia, in the middle of the country. I'm from Philly. I listen to country. So F you if you think this is a racist comment. This is just cultural differences. But he said his favorite rapper is DMX. And like I thought DMX was like one of those hood dudes that like most people like he's a hood superstar. Nah, this dude had 7 straight albums go platinum. There's a reason why DMX was is a legend forever. He's the legend. No matter what he did in his life, impersonating the cop and everything like that, his music separates him from a lot of different artists back in these days, like a Jay-Z, like a Nas. People probably wouldn't even thought that he was from New York, from Yonkers. You know, DMX was shit. I listened to DMX whenever, I listened to him when I was working out. Man, the energy that he just brought was just like, all right, now I can do extra rap. Oh, you said you DMX? What? My dogs don't bite. My dogs don't. And then he don't shut it down on the left shot. They got him like, oh, what? What? Oh, fuck yeah. Woo! He just gets you amped, man. And then he can slow you down, which is crazy. But in his prayers, you felt his prayers. Even like he would literally go in the middle of an album and do a prayer. Like one of the tracks is a prayer. Wow. We grew up on that. And some people, and then I saw a post the other day, right before he even went to the hospital with the whole Little Nas X situation. They said that he was worshiping Satan. Did you not listen to the song? I know was exactly what song they were talking about. They're talking about Damien. They're talking about the 3 Damiens that came out. Did you not listen to the song? Maybe you should go back and listen to the songs. Maybe you should go back and listen to the prayers. When has he said, "Oh, great Lucifer"? No, he never said that. Never said it. It never came out of his mouth. And so, when some of y'all was trying to, compare that to Little Nas X, you sound fucking stupid.